So the Supreme Court rules 5-4 that the government can strip search you for a traffic stop. All right. Basically, there's this guy. He gets a ticket. He goes to court. He pays the ticket, right? And then because tickets are in the systems, I don't know. I've been in a similar situation because tickets are in the system for a couple of days, and even after you pay them, they give you a piece of paper that says you paid this ticket. It gives you the number of the ticket on it, and you place it in your car, or you show the police officer if you get pulled over. Look, I paid this. It's not out of the system yet. Here's the proof. It's signed that you paid for it, right? So he does that. He shows a police officer proof. They arrest him anyway. They strip search him several times and they hold him for a week. So he sues and he says, look, I was pulled over for a traffic ticket. He's like, it's unreasonable under the Fourth Amendment to search me for weapons and contraband and stuff like that. So he loses this case. Like 5-4 decision, they decide that the Supreme Court decides that the federal government can strip search you no matter what. Now, this brings me to make this video, and this video is why does the Supreme Court suck? And there's many reasons why it sucks. Now, it's important to understand that the Supreme Court and other federal appellate courts are ruling on the constitutionality of law. The Constitution is about this thick, right, or thin actually. This actually has the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights, and a whole bunch of other crap I don't want to get into. But it's this thin, even with all that other extra stuff, right? It's this thin, and they're just ruling on the constitutionality of law, right? Or government action, right? In this case, it would have been the strip searches, and if it violated the Fourth Amendment right. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Constitution delegates only 18 specific powers, or 17 actually, specific powers to the federal government, or to the Congress anyway. And it prohibits them specifically in the Bill of Rights from doing certain things, such as unreasonable searches and seizures. Now, in order to conduct a person, if the Fourth Amendment basically states a person is to be secure in its persons, places, and effects from unreasonable searches and seizures, except upon when warrants are granted by an impartial judge, right? There was no warrant. It's unreasonable to think that you could search somebody for weapons just because you pulled them over for a ticket. Ridiculous. So the court ruled against them. Now this is a series of bad rulings and some good rulings that are 5-4 that have led me to think that the Supreme Court just sucks. I'll give you a few examples. In 2004, a woman was given a prescription by her doctor, and she grew marijuana in her backyard and consumed it in her house. Now, the federal government said, no way, our laws are so much better, and they did this under the Commerce Clause. Now, the Commerce Clause gives the Congress the power to regulate interstate commerce, but regulate actually meant at the time just make it regular, so it's to prevent tariffs from being put on in between the states. Even the new interpretation where they control everything that crosses state lines, this woman grew it in her backyard, consumed it in her house. Nothing to do with interstate commerce. The Supreme Court ruled that she couldn't do it because it violated interstate commerce. D.C. versus Heller was a case against the D.C. gun ban, and Second Amendment, the rights of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Right? Couldn't be more clear. You have the right to own a gun. I don't care. I live in New York, where I live. Bloomberg doesn't give a fuck about our Second Amendment, but it's in the Constitution. You have a right. Ban was clearly unconstitutional. 5-4 in favor of overturning the ban, but 4 justices ruled that the Second Amendment was a conspiracy theory, basically made up by me. So, not by me, by the lawyers involved. There was also the McDonald versus Chicago. Same basic case, Chicago handgun ban, again, clearly unconstitutional. They ruled that it was unconstitutional, but 5-4. So 4 justices thought that the Constitution was magically a conspiracy theory, blah, blah, blah. There's also the Kelo case. Now, eminent domain is in the Constitution. Basically, it says that, if the government can take your property, but they have to sue you and then pay for it. And it has to be for a public use, right? Now, they determined that public use just means that they sell it to somebody else and get more money than you were paying in property taxes. Now, they lost that case, and of course, they never built what they were supposed to build on the house, so this woman lost her house for no reason, and we lost property rights. I mean, I guess that was it. So there's some theories on why the Supreme Court sucks. Right now, first the first one, I'll give you one of the conservative theories. It was FDR threatened to pack the Supreme Court, and during the Depression, because a lot of the laws that he was trying to pass were unconstitutional, which they were. I know that makes liberals' heads explode because they love FDR, but the Constitution again is this thin. Social Security, none of that stuff is in there. I'm sorry, cry me a river, it's not in there. Right? So he threatened to pack the Supreme Court, and that changed the Supreme Court so amazingly, and then that's why it sucks now. The second reason is the more Democrat or liberal theory that Richard Nixon decided that, hey, I could just appoint corporatists to the Supreme Court. Again, this is true. Nixon, I mean, he did appoint like crappy justices that were just corporatists. They didn't have qualifications. I mean, they had some qualifications, but he appointed them to be corporate. So that's the second reason given. The third reason is actually a conservative theory, although it's used by liberals whenever they want to use it. It's judicial activism. Judicial activism means that the justices think that they can write the law instead of just rule on the constitutionality of them. A good example of judicial activism, again, agree or disagree, I don't care, is Roe versus Wade, where they ruled that in the first and the second trimester, the Constitution says one thing, but in the third trimester, the Constitution says another thing. Again, agree or disagree with with the idea behind their ruling. It's not, the trimesters are not in the Constitution. Those three reasons, although accurate to some extent and inaccurate to other extents, are not the real reason. The real reason is in the original Constitution, the Senate, who approves the judicial nominees, by the way, were representatives of the states, right? So they were appointed by the state governor and approved by the state legislature, and they were essentially delegates to the state. We elected the House, it was the people's house. They were elected by popular vote, and the Senate was appointed. Now in 1913, 1914, it was late 1913, early 1914, blah, blah, blah. The 17th Amendment was proposed, and in the 17th Amendment, we thought it was, democracy, amazing, that we're going to elect our senators, right? So essentially, and this is actually a broader problem with our Senate, because our senators basically, and I'll give Orrin Hatch, fucking Barry Hatch in his back, because Orrin Hatch, basically, the senators will vote whoever pays them, their donors, for 5 years. And then in the 6th year, when they're up for re-election, they'll vote populist. The best example, or most recent example, is Orrin Hatch, who the day after Mike Lee beat the other senator of Utah in a primary, he decided to vote as hardcore, conservative, populist Republican as he possibly could. And he basically became a Tea Party constitutionalist out of nowhere. Alright? So that's a great example. And then he'll go back to voting the way he votes, now that he hasn't been challenged in his primary, right? So the Senate doesn't work for you, right? It works for the people who pay them. It used to work for the states. So states' rights would be protected by the court, because the way our government was set up is to have checks and balances. Now, we always hear and learn about in school the checks and balances of judicial, legislature, and executive. Well, in the legislature, there was a second check, which was that the Senate was an appointee of the states, and the states would have influence over the Senate. That way, the Senate would not vote to restrict the power of the state, because they could be recalled by the governor, right? So we got rid of that. The Senates are completely creatures of the federal government, so if they want to expand their power, they will just do it because they're part of the feds. They expand the federal government. That's what they love to do. But the states, if they want to expand their power, or it was supposed to sort of cancel each other out, in the best case scenario, would cancel each other out. But it would at least delay the growth of, an oppressive government. We don't have that anymore. So the Senate will approve nominees that increase federal power, increase the power of the federal government. So over time, we're going to get more and more progressively worse rulings by the Supreme Court. Like inch by inch, they'll take take more of our rights. Now, the case that everybody hears about in the news is the Obamacare case, or the Affordable Care Act and patient protection, whatever. And they're talking about the individual mandate. Now, the individual mandate was conceived by insurance companies. It basically says you buy our product. I mean, it doesn't matter how, there's like no cost controls in there, minimal cost controls in there. Now, the court should strike that down, but it depends. I mean, we might have got lucky that they'll strike that down, but I mean, but that's basically the problem with the Supreme Court. It's not principled conservatives and principled liberals disagreeing, or principled conservatives and non-principled liberals, or non-principled liberals and principled liberals and non-principled conservatives. It's that they are creatures of the federal government. There's no check on the court because they are all federal. They all want to increase the power of the federal government. So that's it. That's why the court sucks. One of the major reasons why the federal government sucks. You have to fix this. Repeal the 17th Amendment. Alright? End of this. Repeal the 17th Amendment. Fix the courts.